Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you the productivity tricks on the VIVO V50. Okay, so let's begin. We can open, in the beginning, the iManager, and from here we can optimize our device. So, to do it, simply click on Optimize. Alright, now it's cleaning up some junk files also. And also we have the recommended for optimization, so the app do it for us, so we want to enable it right in here, and now click on that. As you can see, everything is cool. For now, we can also, for example, click on data management, but actually no here. We don't need to do anything right in there. Okay, but we can also clean up our phone. Click on clean up all, and thanks to that we just deleted 21 megabytes of junk files, and we get some storage space. Alright, but when it comes to the productivity, we can go into our settings, and we can begin with the app clone. So to do it, simply type app, and now we have the app clone. So when this feature is enabled, the corresponding duplicated app will be generated on the home screen to allow you to sign in to two accounts at the same time. So I just download the WhatsApp and the Facebook, so I can enable it right in here. So basically, when it comes to the Facebook, let's say I just enable it, and now we can see that in here we have our normal Facebook, and in here our copied Facebook. So when I'll launch, for example, this one, in here I log in, into my account that I have, and when it comes to the second Facebook, in here I can log into another account, and I don't need to switch between the accounts. I don't need to log in, sign out, log in, and sign out when I only have one Facebook. Now I have two. One is for one account, second is for the second account. That is really simple. And of course, same thing with the WhatsApp. So it's also good for your productivity. It saves also a lot of time. Okay, next thing is the split screen and the floating window. To enable it, we need to open up one of the app. Let's say it can be the calculator, just like that. And now also let's open up the second one, for example, the notes. And now to enter the split screen mode, simply let's drag into the upside with our three fingers. So do it like that, release your fingers, and now tap on another app to open up in the split screen. And now, as you can see, it launched. I wanted to launch the calculator, but the recorder opened instead, but that's nothing wrong. But actually, let me do it once again. So now first I will open up the calculator, boom, slide with your three fingers. Now I want notes, and as you can see, it has been successfully launched though. So now on the top I have the calculator, on the bottom I have the notes, and I can use those apps basically at the same time, and it also saves my time. I don't need to switch between the apps. I can basically use both of them at the same time. Also, you can adjust the size when you drag in the middle on this thin little bar. We can adjust the size of the calculator or the notes. So now the notes will be bigger, as you can see, and now the calculator is bigger. Alright, we can also change the position of those apps. As I click right in here, I can save this combination, or I can also switch those apps sites. Okay, so that's how this option works, but also we can enable one of those apps in the floating window. To do it, let's open up recent apps, let's click on the notes. Okay, and now click on small window. Now I can place that window on the screen, on the place where I like, and I can also adjust its size when I grab its edge. So let's say you are surfing the internet and you're doing something important in your notes. You don't need to, quit the internet. You can simply tap on your floating window, type something quickly, and get back into, scrolling your internet and doing your stuff. All right, now I want to get rid of that. Okay. Now let's open up the settings also once more. Now into the shortcuts and accessibility. And now the smart sidebar. In here, we can see that we have this thin gray bar on the right side of the screen. And you can also see now the instruction on the screen. Swipe inward from the indicator bar on the screen to bring up the smart sidebar. I want to read more. Okay. Hold and drag the indicator bar to reposition it, or dynamically provide the shared screen protection feature in meeting scenarios. So let's open up the smart sidebar just like that. And now you can see that it appeared. In here we have quick access to all apps actually. So when I open up the sidebar, I can get from here into the messages, and they open up in the floating windows, as you can see. Now when I launch the YouTube, it also launches in the floating window. When it comes to when you click on that arrow, in here another window, as you can see, appeared. In here you can read and see the all small window apps that are possible. And if you click on the edit, you can add more apps into the sidebar on the right side. So let's say I'll click on maps, boom, they appeared. And also we have the convenient tools, and for example we have the screen translation. So let's open it up actually, and let's see how this works. So let's click on screen translation. In here select the language that it's on the screen, but you can leave it on the detect language, so the phone will do it automatically. And now let's say we want to translate into the Amharic, let's say. Okay, and okay, I don't see anything. Oh, actually, no, the text right in here has been translated. Also remember that you should use that, for example, on some sites on the internet, and it will work in the best way. Actually, let me open up the Chrome just to show you. Let's open up the Google, or maybe some, I don't know, let's open it up right in here, the CNBC. For example, click on I accept. Now let's open up our smart sidebar, click on screen translation. And now you can see that it has been successfully translated into the Amharic. I don't know even what the hell is that language. Okay, but that's how this option works, so you can see. Below, in the settings of the sidebar, you can also enable to show recent apps, or to enable the scene functionality. Below, there is a opacity of indicated bar when idle. It can be transparent or more opaque. Now it's the 40%. On the level of 40%, you can see it right in here. But you can also adjust its level by simply sliding on this bar. So now that's the maximum value. And now the minimum, it's barely seeable. Oh, my bad. Okay. Okay, and the last thing that I wanted to show you is the Gemini. The Gemini, which is of course, the Google AI. And it also really helps with the productivity. To open it up, let's open up our apps, and here we have our Gemini. So basically, we can ask the AI to do anything for us, or to search something in the internet. We can use our keyboard to write our requests or type the questions, but we can also use the voice commands by simply clicking on that microphone icon. So let's say I'm really lazy and I don't have an idea what to cook for today's dinner, or actually maybe I know what, but I don't know how to. I don't know the recipe for it. So let's say I want to eat the spaghetti or carbonara, let's say, and I want a good recipe. And I don't want to search it manually because I'm a lazy man and I want everything really, really quick. So I can simply ask the AI to do it for me. So let's ask him to give us a carbonara recipe. I'm gonna show you how this works using a voice command. Give me a recipe for carbonara, please. All right. And now
a recipe for a classic carbonara. Please note that traditionally carbonara.
You can also see that it reads it out loud. And boom, as you can see, within a few seconds, I have my carbonara recipe that I wanted. We can see the ingredients, also the yields, preparation time, cook time, the equipment that we need, the instructions. And basically that is how it works. You don't need to use the AI only for cooking or something like that. You can, I don't know, ask him anything. Let's say, who won the first World Cup in soccer? So let's ask him that question because we want to know. Who won the first World Cup? Boom, and now we have our answer. It was the Uruguay in the 1930. Alright, that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.